Hi, and welcome to the Balancing Act New York edition. I'm Montel Williams. We're bringing you community stories and introducing you to businesses and people who are making a difference. So let's see who's making a difference right here in your neighborhood.
On this episode of The Balancing Act, peek inside the performing arts scene in Union County. Home ownership education and financial counseling services. Providing help for local families who are coping with Alzheimer's disease. Advice on criminal defense law. What to know when choosing your swimming instructor. Plus lots more. Today on The Balancing Act.
Up first, a story not to be missed.
Nestled in the heart of Rahway stands a beacon of artistic excellence, a place where imagination knows no boundaries and emotions come alive on stage and screen. Are you ready to experience the magic of the performing arts? Come join us as we visit the incredible Union County Performing Arts Center.
The mission of the Union County Performing Arts Center is to provide high-quality programming and entertainment. We want it to be educational, diverse, and exciting to watch. The UCPAC opened to a huge gala on October 16th, 1928. In 1985, it became the Union County Arts Center. In 2008, the County of Union purchased it. Since then, been the Union County Performing Arts Center. Rahway, New Jersey is a thriving arts community. It is ranked #2 among small communities by USA Today. And the UCPAC is the anchor to the Rahway Arts Park District. The UCPAC believes strongly in the 3 C's, and that is community, connection, and collaboration. In these times, it's really important to help the community and bring people out and eliminate the loneliness that seems to be an epidemic. The arts feeds the soul, and we are feeding the community through the arts.
Art in the community, it really brings people together in a way that they normally wouldn't have been brought together before. Equity, diversity, and inclusion are very important. So we here at UCPAC want to make sure that we reach everyone. We have several different venues here at UCPAC. We have our main stage, seats 1,300 people. 1928 Vaudeville Theater is beautiful. We also have a more modern stage, our Hamilton, seats 200 people. And then we also have a lovely studio called the Fazioli Room. We here at UCPAC host so many different kinds of events. We have musical theater, we have stand-up comedy, we have classic rock, we have jazz, we have dance recitals, we have rentals. This is a very versatile space.
I manage our events calendar, so I am looking at the upcoming month to a year out from now. So in 1 month, we could have a local dance company, we could have a national classic rock show, we can have ballet, a sensory-friendly show. Every day, it's something different. One of our most recent sellout performances was Mandy Patinkin, which was very exciting. We also had Chaz Palminteri do his one-man show of A Bronx Tale, and our patrons adored that. Our mission with the Hamilton stage is actually to create opportunities for local artists.
The Union County Performing Arts Center is dedicated to inspiring and engaging the community by offering a wide variety of performances and events.
When we do shows, we see the citizens of this town come together. We also have some educational programming for children. We do a summer camp every year, hosted by Theatrical Artists Prep. We also have our sensory-friendly programming. We have internship programs for the college kids. They come in and they shadow all of our departments. The kids will come during school time hours and learn about what they're reading, and they get to experience the theater in live real time. When it comes to real life issues being taught through art, we want to make sure that we have programming that relates to all walks of life. UCPAC's community involvement is very exciting. Any kind of necessity that a human being might need, we do a drive for it, and we do it every single quarter. There is a huge correlation between arts involvement and academic achievement. When you teach kids how to operate in the arts, not only are they learning teamwork, but they're learning math, they're learning geometry, they're learning physics, They are learning reading comprehension through the arts.
We have the biggest little Wurlitzer at the UCPAC. It is played during every silent film that we have at the theater, as well as we have a 35mm series. The performing arts is so important to every community, and we truly believe is what's going to heal the world, is people participating in the arts, experiencing the arts. That's what keeps us all going.
To learn more about the Union County Performing Arts Center, visit the website at ucpac.org or see the segment again on thebalancingact.com.
It can be hard to ask for help when experiencing tough times, but as our next story shows, reaching out can make a huge difference.
The idea of home ownership as the American dream has been a prominent and enduring concept in the United States for decades. Unfortunately, that dream hasn't always been an attainable reality for many, until now. Let's take a look at the various services and programs that have been made available to help disadvantaged low and moderate income New Yorkers purchase and preserve affordable housing opportunities.
Since the GI Bill, homeownership has been a way to wealth for families. African Americans were excluded from the GI Bill predominantly, including red zoning. The opportunity for low and moderate income minorities to purchase homes has been difficult throughout American history. At the CDFI, our goal is to ensure that we can provide those services to the underserved community. The fact that 75% of residents in New York City are considered low and moderate income is significant because the city is so high priced. In other markets, you may think making $100,000 is significant. Here, it's not. In fact, you make less than 80% of the area median income if you make $100,000 for a family of four. The opportunity to purchase a house in a market that costs $600,000 to $700,000 is significant when you only make $100,000. So our role is to ensure that we can provide those services to those residents.
Neighborhood Housing Services New York City is helping historically underserved communities to secure homeownership and maintain their homes.
We offer free orientations for our clients. This gives you an introduction to what it is to be a homeowner. We also offer one-on-one intensive counseling that you get a certificate for, which is required to get a deed-restricted affordable home. This provides the opportunity for people to get in-depth knowledge of what it takes to be a homeowner, specifically in this market when there are so many co-ops and condominiums. It's important not only that you understand the financial components of it, but also the maintenance components of a home. The homeownership certificate provides for the opportunity for better mortgage products. Most of the banks understand the difficulty for people in low and moderate income positions to purchase a home. So they will discount mortgage rates so long as they're comfortable that you are educated on to purchase or buy a home. After the pandemic, foreclosure was a huge issue. After the moratorium ended and people had to start paying their mortgages again, not everyone was employed. So a pathway that we did was the debt consolidation and rehab program. This gives our clients an opportunity to stay in their home while rehabbing their home. It provides the equity required to get them back on their foot. We think it's one of the most interesting products on the market, and we're hoping other banks will follow.
More than just first-time home ownership, Neighborhood Housing Services New York City offers lending, financial literacy, and housing counseling services too.
Our biggest product is our Open Access Loan Fund. This provides additional access to capital for our market. We're using this as a pilot to test it through 2025 to create 5,000 new BIPOC, Black, Indigenous, people of color, homeowners in New York City. We're hoping, again, with our testing the market and taking a risk that other banks will follow. Neighborhood Housing Services administers the Home First program with HPD, New York City Housing Preservation Department. This provides up to $100,000 in down payment and closing cost assistance for eligible buyers. What that means is you can get 20% of the purchase price for down payment and closing cost assistance. If a house is $500,000, obviously you can get $100,000 if you qualify for this program.
Feeling empowered and seen can work wonders for the community at large.
I am happy with Neighborhood Housing Service. The people here work. They are very, very nice, very kind. You can call the Neighborhood Housing Service. They will help you. They will find a house. They will train you. They will make a skill how to get the house, and they will give you grant. After that, you can buy a house. I came from different country as an immigrant to establishing myself is filled with a challenge. But with this community help, it's becoming easier. And this house I bought, I can say that this is my house, truly my house. They are doing good service.
We're really excited about the opportunity to work with the administration and NYCHA. The opportunity for homeownership through Section 8 to homeownership vouchers is key for us. This will provide up to 150 homes over the next 2 years to the most vulnerable population in New York City. We're very happy for the support from our council members. We're looking forward to an exciting program. 75% of the clients in New York City in the moderate income category. It's important that we have an opportunity to serve these clients. Our motto is NYTE, not your typical executive. We don't work with typical clients, so we can't be the typical organization.
To learn more about Neighborhood Housing Services of NYC, visit the website at nhsnyc.org or see the segment again on thebalancingact.com.
Giving the proper care our senior citizens deserve is no easy task, but our next story shows how to get it done.
Do you know that more than 6 million Americans are living with Alzheimer's? Alzheimer's not only affects individuals, but also places a significant challenge on their caregivers and can be emotionally and financially difficult for families. Let's learn about the resources and support that's available.
We are a local nonprofit here based on Long Island, New York, where we serve families who are being impacted by cognitive decline or other forms of dementia. In the United States, Alzheimer's affects over 6 million Americans. With caregivers, that's over 13 million people who are being impacted by the disease. Caregivers are impacted by the disease because they don't know where to turn for answers, and that's where we come in. Our organization provides help and hope to caregivers by not defining the individual with the disease by just their disease. Families can still live meaningful lives and still really enjoy life together.
Compatibility matters. Finding a dedicated care consultant who will listen, with whom you feel comfortable, understood, and respected is essential.
Here at ADRC, we provide care consultations for families. Our licensed master social worker will meet with them, identify what's happening within their life, and provide next steps for them to get through the care process. We are licensed through New York State to offer continuing education credits for social workers, so we will offer a variety of topics and educational programs that social workers can attend and earn those continuing education credits. In addition, we offer many topics for local family caregivers as well. Art therapy provides an opportunity for folks to kind of reach deep and pull out their creativity and enjoy themselves. Our music therapy allows people to get up and dance and just have fun. And our equine therapy allows folks to connect with horses in a way that provides comfort and solace. We have many different support groups available to families here on Long Island. We offer them via Zoom, in person, and those support groups as well are tailored. All of the services that we provide to local families are completely free. We don't want any family to have to navigate the challenges alone, and so our organization is here to support them throughout the way. We will travel throughout Long Island to provide outreach programs. We will work with libraries, local civic organizations, churches, and in addition, we'll offer many educational programs on site at our location. We will work with museum staff to go in and train their docents who will lead museum tours in dementia behavior and communication skills.
Knowing that you are not alone helps people cope with the stress and issues associated with caregiving for a person with Alzheimer's disease.
My favorite thing about coming here with Jay, just seeing him smile. I mean, he's happy. This is a happy place for him to be. And if he is comfortable and enjoying himself, that means everything to me. Anyone I have met walking along this path, I always tell them about ADRC. It's a tremendous organization and it's been invaluable to us.
ADRC is a miracle and it really has helped to change all of our lives, and I feel very blessed and very honored and humbled to be part of it. The way they really helped me is to make me realize I'm not the only one. They let me know, hey, you're in the same boat with everyone else. Let's do this journey together. Let's support one another, let's encourage one another, and let's not give up.
Going in public with someone who is experiencing Alzheimer's symptoms isn't always easy. ADRC offers options and help when you need it most.
Here at ADRC, we recognize that often caregivers may be embarrassed and not want to go out in public with their loved ones. So oftentimes they're a little bit worried about outbursts, or that individual maybe doesn't have a filter anymore and may say something inappropriate. So in order to make families not have to worry about those concerns, we offer memory cafes and other fun life enrichment activities. Families can attend these programs, and there's no concern if their loved one may have an outburst, may want to go home early, maybe spill something. None of that really matters. So folks can kind of let down their guard, enjoy themselves, enjoy their loved one, and just be carefree. The Alzheimer's Disease Resource Center is here to support families for the long haul. The team here at ADRC tries to provide comfort to all of our families that we serve, and we do it in such a way that families continue to come back to us.
To learn more about Alzheimer's Disease Resource Center, visit the website at adrcinc.org or see this segment again on thebalancingact.com.
Stressful situations can be made even worse if the legal advice isn't up to par. That's why it's crucial to find the best. Let's meet the experts at Fazio Law Offices.
If the government comes after you for a crime, there's more to your case than just beating the charge. Your entire future could be at stake.
My name's John Fazio, and here at Fazio Law Offices, we represent criminal defendants. We help them when they're accused of a crime, and we represent them throughout the entire proceeding from the time of their accusation until hopefully we either get them off of the charges or find a deal that they can live with. We help people with everyday things like, parking tickets and municipal violations, all the way through domestic violence, serious crimes of assault and battery, to white-collar criminal defense and more complex business crimes. Here at Fazio Law Offices, we believe that everyone deserves as many second chances as they need to get where they're going in life. And what we mean by that is that if you make a mistake or you have a misstep in your life, you should be able to recover from that and go on and accomplish all of your goals. It might take a little bit of work to get things back on track, but you should get that second chance, and we advocate for that whenever we're in court for a client. A lot of times, the people that I come across who have the greatest success stories have stumbled along the way before they got to that point. And whenever I have somebody sitting in front of me that's accused of a crime, I know how they feel. They feel like their entire life is over. That's not the case. And for a lot of those people, they're going to go on to do great things, but they just have to get through this little speed bump in the road.
John Fazio formerly worked at a prosecutor's office and now specializes in criminal defense. Everyone at his law firm works as a team to get each defendant the best possible result.
We think it's important that everyone in the firm knows exactly what's going on in every case, especially a criminal case when someone's life and their liberty is at stake. So a lot of criminal defense attorneys take the defense part at heart and try to poke holes in the state's case and take a complete defensive approach. However, we think an offensive approach is the best for our clients. We show law enforcement why our client is innocent. We don't poke holes in the state's case, we make our case. So it's always smart to be courteous and be respectful to police. And also, if the case progresses and you need the cop's recommendation or leniency, the prosecution always takes that into consideration. So it's always wise to respect law enfortement, even if you believe they're not doing the right thing.
When it comes to criminal defense cases, there are a few myths that need debunking.
If you find yourself in a situation that you're uncomfortable or unfamiliar with, you should not speak to anyone, especially law enforcement, without an attorney.
You wouldn't get in the ring with Mike Tyson on your first boxing match, and you shouldn't, when your entire life is at stake, decide to represent yourself and go it alone. If you think about your normal everyday experience, when you have a medical issue, you go to a doctor. When you have something with your teeth, you go to a dentist. Even with things like getting your suit, laundered for an event, you go to a professional, you go to a dry cleaner. You don't do that yourself. It's even more important when your liberty and your record is at stake to have a professional in your corner.
Innocent until proven guilty may be the law, but perception can often be the opposite. Fazio Law believes in accountability, but they also want to be in your corner and fight the fight with you.
If you want to prove your innocence, prove to the state that you deserve a second chance, and prove to yourself that you're worth fighting for, we are here for you and we want to be your attorneys.
Keeping in mind that everybody in law enforcement wants to see you go on to have a productive life, we personalize your story and we tell the court and law enforcement about your goals and aspirations for life and the things that you're already doing in terms of who you support and what you bring to the community and why they should give you, another chance to go forward and keep doing that.
For more information about Fazio Law offices, visit faziolaw.com or just go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
These amazing stories keep coming, just like this one.
Water safety should always be a top priority, and learning to swim absolutely saves lives. Just ask a former captain of the Olympic swim team.
I swam on the 1996 and 2000 Olympic teams, winning a gold and bronze medal, and I captained the 2000 team. My husband and I decided to start Sweet Blue Swim Academy. We're later in life entrepreneurs. His background is in higher education, my background is in swimming, and so we really married our skills to come together to build this swim school in Fairfield County. It's not just about learning to swim, it's about building self-knowledge, self-confidence, and resiliency.
Why is this important? The statistics say it all.
Drowning is the #1 cause of preventable death for kids up to the age of 4, and #2 for the kids up to the age of 12. Formal swimming lessons can actually decrease the risk of drowning by 88%, and more often than not, adults think they can swim better than they really can. American Red Cross states that 56% of adults can't swim well enough to save themselves. I'm a former competitive swimmer myself, and I'm still very humbled by the open water. So I would say that swimming isn't just a sport, it's also a survival skill as well.
Always have an eye on your children when they are in the water, in the bathtub, or anywhere near water. It's so important. That's probably the most important layer, besides then getting them into swim classes to create another layer of defense in drowning prevention.
Anyone can learn how to swim, even adults.
We literally start with classes for as young as 2 to 4 months old. That's more water acclimation, but our real swimming starts from 4 months old and we go up to adults. And it really depends on what age you are. We focus on where someone is developmentally and how we approach it. So up to 4 years, it's about drowning prevention, and then we get more into technique and perfecting strokes as you get older. So the most typical age that we see here at our swim school is between the ages of 2 to 6 years old. But we do have, I have to tell you, as young as just before 1 year of age. And as the American Pediatric Association says, you should be starting swim lessons by the age of 1 with your children. A swim lesson for a 1-year-old is going to be very different for an adult. For a 1-year-old, we're really looking at drowning prevention, teaching the safety of you have to always be with an adult in the water, how to get them back to the wall, how to hold their breath underwater. And then as you get older and we can talk to you and you have the intellectual capacity, and I'm talking like 6, 7 is when that really starts, that we'll talk to you a little bit more about, the physics of swimming and the side breathing and going into different strokes like butterfly and breaststroke. With adults, we can start anywhere from teaching them to learn to swim. We wouldn't treat them like a 1-year-old, but we're going to talk to them about breath control. It's the most important piece and pillar of learning to swim is you have to be able to put your face in the water.
Their methods are unique.
All of our instructors are previous competitive swimmers. We all have to go through a 20 to 30 hour training program to ensure our method is consistent amongst all of us. The coolest thing about my job is seeing how excited these kids are to come swim with us. And we know that they're growing and their confidence are growing. And I think that's the most fulfilling part of our jobs. If you were a former competitive swimmer and you love teaching kids and you love the water, please reach out to us. We'd love you to join the team. We want to teach as many kids as possible in the water.
And really, wherever you look to swim, we might not be for everybody. You should make sure that the teaching method resonates with how you would approach it if you want to learn to swim.
For more information about Sweet Blue Swim Academy, visit sweetblueswim.com or just go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
Thanks so much for joining us on this local edition of The Balancing Act. We'll see you next time.